Ashland Blazer High School. At guard, number 11, Hunter Mays. At guard, number 12, Ethan Sellers. At forward, number 22, Justin Bradley. At guard, number 24, Ethan Hudson. And at forward, number 33, Devontae Robinson. Ashland is coached by Jason Mays. Now for your Fighting Tigers, under head coach, Mr. Mark LaFawn. At guard, number 21.
From the Conley Center on the campus of Ironton High School in Ironton, Ohio, Ohio University Southern's Electronic Media presents the 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational, brought to you by Western and Southern Life and Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM. Tonight's games are sponsored by Giovanni's Pizza of Colgrove, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, St. Mary's Medical Center, Ohio University Southern, Buffalo Wild Wings, Bartram & Sons, Rax, and Collins Career Technical Center.
And welcome into the Conley Center for the 11th Annual Ironton Classic. Tonight, the wrap-up game between the Ashland Tomcats and the Ironton Tigers. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Correa along with Mark Maynard. Mark, this is a good wrap-up to this event because we've got two local teams, a natural rivalry, and both these teams ought to be pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I mean, on paper they look very evenly matched. You look at them on the court; they're about the same size. We know how Ironton and Ashland play hard against each other in whatever sport it is. I think this will be maybe the best game of the tournament. They're both playing in front of a big crowd, playing in a tournament atmosphere. It should be a fun one to watch.
Ironton gets the opening tip. Ashland's lineup: Hunter Mays, Ethan Sellers, Justin Bradley, Ethan Hudson, and Devontae Robinson. For Ironton, they'll have Ethan Wilson, Reed Carrico, Colin Freeman, Charlie Large, and Aiden Barnes. And Charlie Large gets Ironton on the board first with the bucket. Devontae Robinson spins, puts it up, and doesn't get the roll, and Reed Carrico comes out of there with it for Ironton quickly. Back in transition, Large with the jump shot, out of bounds off of Ashland. It'll be Ironton's possession under their own basket.
Brian, Ashland has a new coach in Jason Mays, and they're off to a 3-4 start, but they have really played a tough schedule, to this point, and of course another tough game tonight. So there's a nice shot.
Nice inbounds play there to Charlie Large.
And I think, he's trying to use this December schedule as a springboard into the regional play in January when all that gets going. So usually, you get better by playing better people, and that's what he's trying to do. But I think tonight we're looking at a pretty evenly matched battle.
Nice move underneath by Justin Bradley. He gets Ashland on the board. Quickly back down, Ethan Wilson dishes it off. Ball shuffled around inside, now back out to Reed Carrico as he works in the lane, puts up a reverse layup. Nice layup there by Reed Carrico, and it's a 6-2 Ironton lead.
Tough shot there, and Carrico puts it right in. Ironton applying a little bit of pressure to the Tomcats, who handle it pretty well normally.
Robinson loses the handle, and here's Wilson with it now. Coming back quickly the other way. Large with the jump shot.
Yep, good call.
6:06 in the opening quarter remaining, and Tomcats will have it out trailing 6-2. Hunter Mays with the three-pointer.
Nice shot. Nice setup there. Good pass from Bradley. set up that three-pointer.
Large puts it on the floor, starts to go in, gets cut off. Carrico drives, loses footing, somehow gets back up and going to call him for, was that a travel?
Yeah, that was a walk for sure. Good call over there.
Trent Millison and Jordan Grizzle in the Tigers lineup.
Trent Millison and Jordan Grizzle in for Ironton.
Brian, Ashland's new coach has more of a college background, but I know he's playing strong off the Tomcat tradition and trying to get them back on track to where, you know, a lot of people think they should be, which is a contender every year. There's a foul.
Fouls on Ethan Wilson, his first.
Ethan Wilson called for the foul. Ethan Hudson will go to the free throw line.
Of course, Mark LaFon over in Ironton, he's just done a great job. I don't know how many years he's been there now. It's at least 11, right? Since because they had this tournament, it's probably longer than that. And he's also the AD over there. He does a great job of getting his teams ready. They're always real defense-minded and tough, like him. And this tournament has really been a great thing for the region to see a lot of great basketball in a couple of day setting.
Hudson hits one of two free throws, and we're tied up here as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first quarter.
Ashland man-to-man defense.
Tomcats tight, aggressive defense now.
Yeah, it is.
Carrico works inside.
Good
Rebound taken down in there by Large. He puts it back up
Really
and
nice
gets the
job by
roll.
Large.
Charlie Large has been
He's been large.
the offense here in the first quarter.
He has been large for the Tigers. Great rebound in there, just showing some determination and muscle. Ironton playing man-to-man as well.
Ethan Seller's shot won't fall. Approaching the halfway point of the first quarter. Large pulls up, shoots again. Charlie Large has taken over the game here in this opening quarter. Ironton now up with a 4-point lead.
Large and in charge. That's what he is. Another fast-paced game, Brian. This tournament has had that. Every team seems to want to play that way now.
Hudson shot rims out over the head of Ethan Wilson. They go back to the Tomcats.
Hunter Humphreys, Colin Freeman, Aiden Barnes back in the Ironton lineup.
Barnes and Freeman back in for Ironton. 3:33 to go in the quarter.
Coach LaFon shuffling the deck a little bit over there. Trying to keep people fresh so he can put pressure on. A little bit of full court pressure right now. Ashland handles it.
Devontae Robinson makes his move, called for steps. Turnover gives it back to the Tigers.
Another good call there.
The baseline, Large doesn't connect on that one. Chasing it out of bounds is Aiden Barnes and runs out of room. It'll go back to the Tomcats. Exactly 3 minutes to go in the first.
Report to Western Southern, Jim Sheridan, Lori Freeman, Abigail Raymond, and Max Weber.
Wilson knocks it away, saves it, gets the steal, and Barnes gets it back to him. Now Wilson takes it on the break, looking for Charlie Large in the corner, knocked away by Justin Bradley. Good hustle to get back on the play.
No, not the least bit happy with that last possession for Ashland. Looks like he's fuming over there on the sideline. Chewing that gum hard.
Carrico dishes off Large from the baseline. No, Hunter Humphreys is actually on the basket.
Got the Tomcats doubled up right now.
Ball stolen away. Inside, Carrico comes up with it.
Good hustle by the Tigers. Putting on a good show here for the home folks.
Ethan Wilson for three.
Not there.
Doesn't get the roll, and Humphreys up, or Carrico rather, up for the rebound, and he is fouled.
Undercut there. It's Devontae Robinson with the foul.
Fouls on Devontae Robinson, his first, team first.
Each team with one personal, and the Tigers will have it out under their own basket. 2:01 to go in the opening quarter. Barnes puts up the shot. Aiden Barnes with the three. And a foul on Ironton. Looks like that's going to go against Colin Freeman.
9-0 run for the Tigers, 9 straight points with that Barnes three. And off to their biggest lead, 9 points.
Wilson goes for the steal, and we're going to say he got arm instead of basketball, and that's going to be a foul on Ethan Wilson, and that's going to be number 2 on him.
Fouls on Ethan Wilson, his second, team third.
Ironton very aggressive on defense, and it has paid off for him
Wilson
here
is staying
so
in.
far.
He's got 2, but he's staying in, so he has to be very careful here. Nice pass.
Wilson pulls it down. Large spins, goes in, puts it up.
Good move.
No good. There for the rebound, and the putback is Reed Carrico. Now it's an 11-point Ironton lead. Jason Mays wants a timeout to talk about it with 1:14 to go. Full timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life, Fox Sports Radio, 1230 and 1420 AM, Coal Grove Giovanni's Pizza, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, St. Mary's Medical Center.
(17-6). Ironton out to the early lead over Ashland with 1:14 to play in the first quarter. Mark that Ironton has been real effective with their pressure defense. It's paid off for them, and they've just come out just blazing here in the first quarter.
I mean, they're out hustling Ashland right now too, and I think that's a big difference. But they're playing harder. They're getting that extra rebound. They're making that extra pass, and they just seem more determined than Ashland. Ashland's playing very passive, really. And Coach May's probably trying to shake them up over there about that. But if they don't get their head in the game soon, it's going to be over because Ironton is really playing well here in this first quarter. And it's not just one guy. You know, Carrico's played well. Large has played well. Barnes hit a big three. They're playing good defense overall. So they're kind of fired up right now. They've changed things up a little bit. A little half-court trap press now.
Ethan Hudson with a shot from behind the backboard.
That's some shot there. I think it looked like he was trying to play a horse or something. With that one, that was a tough shot.
Large drives baseline, loses it, and it'll go back to Ashland now with 52 seconds to
go. Good break
go.
for the Tomcats.
Hunter Gillum with the ball, just came in the ball game. Robinson drives, slips and falls, but he's going to be called for the travel.
They got Robinson is one they have to get going, and to have a shot in any game they play. He's kind of their go-to guy, so he needs to get on track for sure.
36 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Wilson puts it on the floor, starts to make his move inside, gets the shot. 5 seconds remaining. Hudson puts up the shot at the buzzer, won't go. That's the end of quarter number one. The Ironton Tigers lead it by a score of 19-8. You're watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life. Fox Sports Radio, 1230 and 1420 AM. Ohio University Southern. Buffalo Wild Wings. Rax.
Second quarter about to get underway. Ironton coming out with a lot of energy, looking really good here in the first quarter, Mark, with a 19-8 lead.
Yeah, they've come out with a lot of fire, and you know, this time of year, it's especially in your own tournament, you know, you're going to be a little more jacked up, I think. Of course, you know, Christmas right around the corner here, and Ashland may be thinking about that, and of course the AIT is after that, so they may be thinking about that too. But if they don't get their head in the game, this could be really ugly tonight. And you know, Ironton's been the more physical team by far. I mean, they are manhandling Ashland right now, and Ashland's not getting any good shots. They're playing great defense, and of course LaFawn's teams are known for that great defense, and we're seeing that on display tonight. So kudos to Ironton for coming out ready to play and getting after them.
Ironton lost a tough game last night to Chillicothe. They seemed to never could get over the hump until right at the very end. They closed the gap and really made a game of it at the end, but just ran out of time.
These teams are familiar. You know, they play each other every year, and the kids know each other and all that. So there's a lot at stake here tonight, I think, for them.
Ball inside, shot put up there by Ryan Atkins, out of bounds, back to Ironton.
Missed a gimme there.
Large goes strong to the basket, puts up a little short on the shot. Ethan Sellers comes out of there with it, has it stolen from behind by Carrico. Now Ironton has the advantage on the break. Wilson can't convert. Devontae Robinson comes out of there with it now for Ashland. Going strong to the basket is Ethan Hudson, and he's going to draw
That
the
looked
foul.
like I'm going to the goal line. He went after it, didn't he?
He did everything but put his head down and get the first down. with it.
I think he
Fouls on
first and
Hunter
10.
Humphreys,
Yeah.
his first.
Hunter Humphreys charged for the personal. With 14 fouls on Ironton. Ethan Hudson going to the free throw line.
Russell Rogers in the Tomcats lineup. Colin Freeman back in the Tigers lineup, along with Trent Ellison.
Hudson connects on both of his free throws. It's a 9-point Ironton lead. They quickly get it back up the floor. Wilson takes it in with the left hand and gets the basket. You can't go to sleep on this team. They will get it back up the floor on you quickly. The lob pass almost stolen, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Ashland.
See Ironton guys all over the floor. He knocked over the water
We've got
cooler.
to do a little cleanup over
Yeah.
there. 6:28 to go in a half.
Clean up on aisle 9, right?
Not really a lot of room over there
No,
between
they're-
the out of bounds line, so
Right.
it's not surprising something like that could happen. Hunter Mays puts up the shot.
There we go. Ironton
Nice
on the
save
road.
there by Colin Freeman. Wilson now gets it inside. And Carrico gets it. He's pushed as he goes baseline,
Yeah.
and that's going to be called against Russell Rogers.
Good call.
Fouls on Russell Rogers, his first, team second.
Carrico will bring it in underneath the Ironton basket here with 6:10 to go in the half. Bounce pass inside. Carrico works on Rogers, puts it up. 6 points for Reed Carrico, and the lead is back to 13 now. Almost stolen away, knocked away out of bounds.
Nothing has come easily for Ashland.
Hunter Humphreys back in the Tigers lineup.
That's because of Ironton's physical, aggressive defense.
Mays able to get it in now to Robinson. Hudson drives, makes a nice move, puts the shot up, gets the roll.
Ethan Hudson.
7 points for Ethan Hudson. He has been the bulk of the Tomcat offense so far. Large pulls up for the shot. Short. And there to get the rebound is Ethan Wilson.
Well, they're just out hustling.
There was a
for
lot
the
of
ball.
standing around, and
Yeah.
Wilson just came in and just took it back to the rim. Pass underneath, nobody there. Turnover again for the Tomcats.
Looks like a full timeout here, Brown. Talk it over.
5:04 left in the half. Timeout, Ashland. We'll take a break. You are watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life, Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM, Bartram and Sons, Collins Career and Technical Center.
5:04 left to play in the first half, and the Ironton Tigers extend their lead 25-12. They have just been relentless on defense all over the floor, diving for loose balls, and they have just really been taking it to the Tomcats. Ashland really can't seem to get anything kind of off. They just seem to be really off track on their offense.
I mean, they're not running their offense well. They're really out of sync on everything. Not a good situation right now.
So play resumes here again with 5:04 left in the half, and Ironton will have it out after the turnover. Cross court, Freeman drives, puts it up.
Nice shot.
Colin Freeman took advantage of the open lane down the baseline. Robinson drives baseline, puts it up, hits the deck, no good. Ironton back quickly in transition. Millison starts to go with it, sets it back up again. Almost stolen away. Freeman somehow gains control.
He did a good job of pirouetting there. I don't know if he took ballet, but he maybe should. He walked the line very well there.
Now Carrico has it. He missed a chance. Millison, I think he looked up and he saw Millison under the basket, just didn't have a handle on the ball to get the pass to him.
Yeah, he wanted to get it to him. His mind said get it to him, but his hand said not yet. I like how Ironton has mixed up their presses. It's really caused Ashland fits. Ashland's just, I'm like you, Brian. They're not in sync at all.
Hunter Mays tries to take it inside, puts the shot up and gets the basket.
Hunter Mays.
Wilson goes in and doesn't get the roll, in and out. Carrico there for the rebound, has it blocked. Now the ball is out on Ethan Sellers, so it'll stay with Ironton.
Charlie Lars back in the Ironton lineup. Aiden Lars back in.
.312 left in the half. Give and go to Wilson, takes it in, gets the bucket. 8 points for Ethan Wilson. Lead back out to 15.
He cannot get it untracked.
Ironton is just doing a fabulous job of not letting anybody get a clear lane to the basket.
And especially Robinson, it seems like, he is just frustrated. He's their leading scorer, and he has gotten, I don't think has not scored, in this half. They are making sure he doesn't beat them.
Carrico takes it under the basket. Reverse layup by Reed Carrico.
Beautiful shot. It's 8 points for him.
Mays takes it in. Contact. And they call him for the charge. They wave the basket off.
He did. He did. That was a great job by Ironton's defense. Just setting up to take that charge.
I really don't think I've seen one case where an Ashland player has had a clear lane to the basket for a layup.
No, they're playing great defense.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the half. Almost a steal there by Hunter Gillum. Ball out of bounds. Aiden Barnes for three. Short. Nothing doing there. And
there's some hustle there. And they're loose. I mean,
he was going after his own shot. He's going to go through the wall to get it.
Yeah, he was just flying through there.
Clock at 1:43.
Now some man-to-man pressure. Nelson breaks it.
Robinson now will fire up the three, and he hits it. It's his first points of the game. Millison gets it. Nice passing underneath the basket.
I thought he might have got away with the walk, but he certainly got hammered there for the shot.
Fouls on Hunter Mays, his second.
Trent Millison goes to the free throw line for Ironton with 1:10 remaining.
Left-hander. This is their first free throw? Is that right?
Yes. So both misses. Brings us to the final minute of the half. Almost stolen from behind there. Mays from the corner for three. Rims in and out. Large comes out of there with it. Ironton on the break now.
Well, Ironton is moving on offense. They're doing a great job.
Carrico weaving in and out. Gives it to Millison. Large takes it baseline. Makes a nice move to get around Devontae Robinson.
Great half from Large, for sure.
Robinson shooting for another three. Almost had it. Rimmed in and out. Final 15 seconds now. Bounce pass underneath. Nice pass to Aiden Barnes. Ironton just really can do no wrong here in this half. And the final heave falls short, and we're at halftime. Impressive showing by the Ironton Tigers. They lead it 35-17. You're watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
174 inside front cover. 152 and 174. Who's got him? Come on. You got it. 152. Anybody got 174? Come on, let's go.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life. Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM. Bartram and Sons. Collins Career and Technical Center.
Halftime at the Conley Center at the 11th Annual Ironton Classic, and at the half, The Ironton Tigers have gone out to a 35-17 lead. You're seeing some of the highlights of the first half, and there were a lot of highlights for the Ironton Tigers, offensively and defensively. Played extremely well in the first half, led by Charlie Large, 10 points, along with Ethan Wilson, Jordan Grizzle, both with 8 apiece. One of the big stories, though, was the rebounding. Ironton big rebounding edge of 17-6 and a 7-0 offensive rebound edge. No offensive rebounds for the Ashland Tomcats, indicating, of course, that they're just getting one shot at the basket. And Ironton getting lots of second shots, third shots, and being able to convert on their end and their offensive possessions. So we'll see what continues as we move into the second half here, and as we start, Ironton will have the possession as the second half begins. Same lineups on the floor, both teams with their starting fives. Large goes in, has it stripped away and knocked off of his leg. It'll be out of bounds, so turnover there for the Tigers. Let's see if the Tomcats can capitalize on it here.
Ironton keeping the pressure on. I think it helped them keep their intensity, when they were running that. And it worked well, obviously. Ashland didn't shoot the ball well, didn't get many, if any, second shots. I can't remember them having a second shot, honestly. They had a walk.
Down the lane is Sellers, puts it in there, and then the follow-up by Ethan Sellers. Carrico spins, gets inside, doesn't get the roll. Wilson there for the putback, won't go. And now out of there is Hunter Mays with it. Knocked out of bounds by Barnes. Sellers drives, gets tripped up, called for traveling. Ironton defender got a hand on the ball and created the travel, and so now it's 35-19 lead for the Ironton Tigers. Large backing in, turns around, makes a move, and gets the basket. Charlie Large. 37-19 now. And another traveling violation, a turnover again for the Tomcats. Hunter Gillum back in the lineup for Ashland. Carrico trying to back in, gets it to Barnes. He stops, pulls up the short jumper underneath Carrico with a rebound, puts it back up, and he's fouled. Ironton pretty much dominating on the boards.
Oh, yeah. That was a huge advantage at the half, and it continues to be. And you see right there, you see some of that domination inside. Ashland had zero offensive rebounds in the first half.
They'll loose on the floor. Coming out of there is Gillum. Takes it the length of the floor, puts it up, and he's fouled. And it's going to go against Colin Freeman. So in the act of shooting, Hunter Gillum will go to the free throw line.
Gillum driving in, and of course Ironton's Freeman jumped up into him. If he'd have held his ground, maybe have got the charge, but you leave your feet, and that's what happens. Gillum gets them both.
Gillum brings them back to within 17.
Ironton had two pretty big surges there in the first half. They had an 11-0 and a 12-4, and that's pretty much the difference in the game. Those two mini runs, I guess you could call them. It's hard to recover from those. And Ironton has come out playing just as hard, I think, in the second half as they did the first half.
Fouls on Devontae Robinson.
Wilson fouled on the shot. Robinson picks up his third personal. So Ethan Wilson with 8 points to the free throw line.
Shot of Mark LaFawn roaming that Tiger sideline. There's the second free throw. It rims out.
So Robinson there with the ball, playing with 3 fouls. Hunter Mays gets it over in the corner. The three-point shot up by Erickson Barnes doesn't go. Out of bounds back to Ironton. 5:08 to play in the third quarter.
Kind of see the frustration on Ashland's faces. They just cannot get anything going. They have not sliced anything off this lead. In fact, Ironton, it's the same margin as it was at halftime. 18 points.
Nice job of getting inside, but couldn't get the ball to drop. So now back with it comes the Tomcats. Hunter Mays puts it up and draws the foul.
Fouls on Aiden Barnes, his first, team second.
Aiden Barnes called for the foul. Hunter Mays at the free throw line. 5 points on the evening.
Colin Freeman back in the Ironton lineup. Hunter Humphreys back in the Ironton lineup.
So Mays connects on 1 of 2. Knocked away, stolen by Gillum. Robinson with the bounce pass goes in. He's going to be fouled by Humphreys. That'll send Devontae Robinson to the free throw.
Fouls on Hunter Humphreys, his second.
Goes Robinson driving in,
Devontae Robinson on
clearly
the line.
fouled.
Charlie Large and Jordan Griswold.
Robinson's 4th point of the evening.
Brian Ashland only has 7 field goals in this game. 7. That will not get it done. And we're halfway through the third quarter.
Masters Devontae Robinson.
bet they've cut it to 15, which is not a little better than what the halftime 17.
At the midway point now of the third quarter.
Right.
Ethan Wilson for three. And I think we're going to have Humphreys coming up over the back. And that is going to be 3 on Hunter Humphreys.
Fouls on Hunter Humphreys, his third.
And Mark LaFawn wants to take a quick timeout. 3:48 left in the quarter. Ashland trying to get back in it. So we'll take a short break. You're watching the 11th Annual Ironton Classic.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life, Fox Sports Radio, 1230 and 1420 AM, Cold Grove Giovanni's Pizza, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, St. Mary's Medical Center.
.348 left in the third quarter, and Ironton trying to hold on to this. They got a 15-point lead. Ashland making a little bit of a dent in it with at the free throw line primarily. They just have not been able to convert on the field goals, as you mentioned just a moment ago.
Right, they need to find some offense somewhere.
Hayes with a jumper, and there's the field goal they've been looking for. Got him back to within 13 now.
Yeah.
Carrico goes inside, puts it up, has it blocked and knocked away. Mays with the floater, won't go, tapped around, out of bounds, and they're going to say Ironton basketball. Nice block by Ethan Hudson on the other end.
Yeah.
This is a spot where Ironton has to be really careful that they don't let Ashland back in it.
Right.
Give them a lot of energy, momentum going into the fourth
I'm
quarter.
sure Coach Mays at halftime, probably talked about let's get it under 10 points by
Hunter Hayes with the charge.
Or going into the fourth quarter, get it under 10 points and see what happens. So I would think they're right at about their goal. We're going to watch that again. He clearly lowered his shoulder.
This is something we've seen in the first half. Ironton had their way inside. Now they're having a little more difficulty getting shots off on the inside.
Playing much better defense inside.
That's 4 fouls on Hunter Humphreys. Mays, front of the iron. Carrico out with it. Large dumps it into Millison, who misses the shot. Carrico there for the putback.
Good job by Carrico.
Devontae Robinson pulls up. A little too light on that touch.
Just struggling.
2:18 left in the quarter. Large to bring it in. Coming up on a minute and a half to play in the quarter now. Large drives baseline, dishes off. Millison can't hit it. Ball loose. Hudson out of there with it for Ashland.
Oh, boy.
Stolen away again, and here comes Wilson on the break. Taking it strong to the basket, puts it off the glass. Final minute of the third quarter now. Mays puts the fake, baseline. Large has the rebound. Saw Grizzle, but good hustle by Gillum to get over there and knock it out of bounds.
Colin Freeman, Aiden Barnes, and Trent Hacker in the Tigers lineup.
35.9 remaining on the clock here for the quarter, and Aiden Barnes to bring it in for Ironton. Pass a little bit too long, but nice save.
Oh, that'd have been a nice sequence right there. Yeah, it was. He didn't think that was
Hudson
coming.
goes in, puts the shot up, doesn't get the roll. Final 10 seconds now of the quarter. Ironton will get the last shot. 3 seconds, Large drives in, puts it up. Won't fall. That's the end of the third quarter. The Ironton Tigers lead it by a score of 43-26. We'll take a short timeout. You're watching the 11th annual Ironton Classic.
We would like to thank the Klotzenberg family for sponsoring this game.
The 11th annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life. Fox Sports Radio, 1230 and 1420 AM. Ohio University Southern. Buffalo Wild Wings. Rax.
I'll take a peek at Ironton's last basket. Is Wilson driving in with that left hand and putting it in to make it 43-26 after 3 quarters. And Tomcats have the work cut out to get that kind of deficit uncovered, considering they've only scored 26 in the first 3 quarters. They're down 17.
Ironton with 3 players in double figures, led by Charlie Large with 12, Reed Carrico and Ethan Wilson each with 11.
Good balance there.
Hunter Mays leads the Tomcats with 8. Final 8 minutes now. As the Ashland Tomcats will have it out to start the quarter. Traveling violation will turn it back over, and that's not going to get it done for the Tomcats.
No.
Time running out for them.
And that man right there knows it.
Steal by Robinson, and he's fouled as he goes in for the layup.
Fouls on Ethan Wilson, his third.
Ethan Wilson picks up his 3rd foul, but Devontae Robinson will go to the free throw line. 5 points. He's 2 of 2 from the line.
Robinson there, and he gets stripped as he goes up by Large.
6 points now for Devontae Robinson. Ironton quickly back up the floor. Wilson takes it all the way and has it blocked by Robinson.
Show that again here. He drives in and tries to scoop it up, and Robinson scoops it back at him.
Large for three. Gillum chases down the rebound. And he's fouled from behind by Aiden Barnes.
Fouls on Aiden Barnes, his second. Hunter Gillum on the line, shooting 1-1.
So Ashland now in the bonus, and Hunter Gillum at the free throw line. Large spins, puts it up.
Charlie Large.
$14 points for Large.
He's had a great game, he really has. He kind of set the tone early for this game. A lot of hustle, muscle. 8 early points.
Robinson inside has it knocked away against 3 defenders, goes up. It's going to be, I think, against Aiden Barnes.
Robinson back at the
Foul on
line.
Aiden Barnes, his third. Trent Mellison in Tigers lineup.
Mellison back in for Barnes for the Ironton Tigers as Devontae Robinson gets set for his second free throw attempt. Carrico gets it to Wilson. Double teamed. Bounce pass underneath the Millison, could not hold on to it. Ashland
The
will have
offense
it
worked
back.
that. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do right there. Just got to hang on to it.
From the corner, the shot no good by Justin Bradley. Millison out to Large. 1-on-4, decides to hold it up wisely. Has it knocked away inside. Dribbling into a lot of traffic. Now coming back. Robinson gets the pass, puts it up, too strong, gets his own rebound, has it blocked from behind by Millison. Wilson over to Freeman.
Colin Freeman.
And the lead is now 19.
Nice passing there.
Robinson from the corner off the back of the rim. Wilson with the rebound, and the foul going to be called against Ethan Hudson.
Fouls on Ethan Hudson, his first, team third.
I think they're both ready for Christmas. Both of them impressed in the whole night.
Carrico takes it all the way in for the bucket.
Carrico.
5 minutes to play. Nice give and go there
very
from
nice.
Ethan Hudson.
Bradley, giving it back to Ethan Hudson. Hudson drives, dishes it back out, and he's got a charging call as he
Had several
runs
several
over the
of those
defender there.
I'll watch him come in.
Fouls on Ethan Hudson, his
Good
second.
call. It was an excellent call.
So we've got a full timeout with 4:11 to play. You're watching the 11th annual Ironton
Full
Classic.
timeout.
The 11th Annual Ironton Classic Invitational is brought to you by Western and Southern Life. Fox Sports Radio 1230 and 1420 AM. Bartram and Sons. Collins Career and Technical Center.
.411 left in this one. Ironton out to a comfortable 49-30 lead. And Mark, Ashland really is never really threatened in this game.
No, I mean it was 6-6, and Ironton went on an 11-0 run, and that's been it. And they've dominated the game ever since. They've been the more aggressive team. They've been the more physical team. I think they just wanted it a little more than Ashland did tonight, and it shows. They've maintained a double-figure lead pretty much since the early into the second quarter and never really been threatened. And I don't think they will in these last 4 minutes either.
Aiden Barnes will bring it in for Ironton as play resumes. Jordan Grizzle takes it in, gets the pass to Millison, puts it up, and won't get the ball to drop, but he's fouled. Exactly 4 minutes remaining.
Fouls on Hunter Gillum.
See the pass come in, and he's going to get hacked here by Gillum. Gets pushed a little bit. Ball won't fall. Left-hander fires it up. Got it.
Millison's first point of the evening. Largest lead of the game at 20.
Yeah.
Baskets, Trent Millison.
Robinson drives, puts it up,
Devontae
gets the basket.
Robinson.
Hacker with the pass to Grizzle.
Jordan Grizzle.
All loose, and now Hunter Mays takes it, goes inside, puts up the floater.
Hunter Mays.
Grizzle over in the corner. In and out for Hacker.
Right on
Had
target.
a good look at it.
Yeah.
Gillum tries to go inside to Robinson, and errant pass goes out of bounds. 2:53 left.
Carrico back in the Ironton lineup.
Steal. Bradley takes it in for the basket.
Justin Bradley.
Nice play by Justin Bradley. Aiden Barnes finds himself all alone at the other end.
Barnes.
Robinson with the pull-up jumper.
Robinson.
Grizzle tries to go inside the large. Now he is surrounded. Turns around and makes a nice move inside. 16 points for Charlie Large,
Yeah.
down to the final 124 now. Hunter Mays with the long three.
Hunter Mays. Timeout, Ironton.
Mark LaFawn wants a timeout. Coaches never stop coaching.
No, that's exactly right. No matter what the situation, he is not happy over there.
So 57-41, and with 1:10 left on the clock, it's just a matter of playing this one out. But you know, Tomcats really still playing hard, still pressuring all over the floor, and trying to scrap and claw for about everything they can
You
get.
just learn little lessons here. You know, you never quit, that kind of thing. But they clearly didn't play well tonight, and I think Ironton had a lot to do with that. Ironton played extremely well. Played hard, played aggressive. They were the better team, out-rebounded them badly.
Barnes bring it inbound. Baseball pass down to Carrico. He goes in, connects.
Carrico.
Nice pass and finish by Carrico there. It's going to be out on Hunter Mays. .5 left. Mark LaFawn now getting ready to clear his bench.
Got the shock troops in there.
Richard Thompson. Erickson Barnes. Will York, Trent Hacker.
15 for Carrico. Good night for him. Large. 16. Good games from those two gentlemen. I don't know who you pick as player of the game there. They're both pretty important. I think Large maybe just because he kind of got them started.
DeMonte Robinson.
Robinson adding to his point total here in the latter stages of the game.
Yeah.
Stolen away once again. Hudson has it. Now it's stolen by Freeman. Hacker takes it down the middle. Too strong. Outlet pass out to Mays.
Hunter Mays.
Down to the final 16 seconds now. .5. Ashland will get it back as a result of the turnover. Mays.
Hunter Mays.
Sweet little move there.
Final three, and that's going to wrap it up. Final score, Ironton 59, Ashland 47. Good showing by the Ironton Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. 59-47 in a game that wasn't really that close most of the way. But, Ironton played very well. Large getting them kind of off to a great start. Carrico, doing his part. Wilson had some big plays. Good job by Ironton, winning in their own tournament. Make for a Merry Christmas for them.
Final score once again, the Ironton Tigers 59, Ashland Tomcats 47. That's going to wrap things up here from the Conley Center. I'm Brian Correa along with Mark Maynard. Thanks for watching. Tonight's game has been a presentation of the Electronic Media Department at Ohio University Southern. You've been watching the 11th Annual Ironton Classic.
Remain in your seats as we give the MVP trophies away.
Someday starts today at Ohio University Southern. With more than 30 affordable 2- and 4-year degree programs in-demand careers, you'll learn skills employers want right here in the tri-state and beyond. With traditional classroom instruction in Ironton and Proctorville, online and blended learning, Ohio University Southern meets the needs of working adults and traditional students with affordable, accessible, high-quality education. Ohio University Southern.